Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are doing good. So today we will share our amazing webinar that is communication in different language. আপনারা জানেন হয়তো অনেকেই যে আমরা বিভিন্ন সময় বিভিন্ন মানুষের সাথে বিভিন্ন দেশের সাথে আমাদের যোগাযোগ স্থাপন করতে হয়। সো যোগাযোগ স্থাপন করার জন্য আপনাকে অবশ্যই যে জিনিসটা করতে হবে সেটা হচ্ছে আপনাকে একটা গুড কমিউনিকেশন গড়ে তুলতে হবে এবং সেই ওয়েটা জানতে হবে যে আপনি কিভাবে কমিউনিকেশনটা করবেন। সেজন্য আমরা আজকে চিন্তা করেছি যে আপনাদের সাথে একজন অ্যামেজিং পারসনকে নিয়ে আসবো আমাদের সাথে আজকে। একজন খুব নামি দামি পারসন আমাদের সাথে আছেন যিনি আমাদেরকে শেয়ার করবেন কিভাবে একটা কমিউনিকেশন গড়ে তুলতে হয় আপনার দেশের মধ্যে এবং দেশের বাইরে। এবং সেজন্য আপনারা হয়তো জানেন অনেকেই যে আমাদের কমিউনিকেশনটা হচ্ছে সবচেয়ে মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট পার্ট ইন আওয়ার লাইফ। কারণ আপনি যখন আপনার কমিউনিকেশনটা গড়তে যাবেন তখন আপনাকে কিছু বিষয় আপনাকে জানতেই হবে। সো অনলাইনে সেই বিষয়গুলো জানানোর জন্য আমরা একজন ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্পিকার, মেন্টর বলেন আপনারা, উনি একজন কোচ, তারপরে উনি এখন বর্তমানে কাজ করছেন এবং আছেন এবং ফর্মার ম্যানেজার হিসেবে আছেন ম্যাকডোনাল্ড কানাডায় এবং রেস্টুরেন্ট ম্যানেজার ছিলেন ফিলিপাইন্সে এবং উনি বিভিন্ন জায়গায় বিভিন্ন দেশে এখন বিভিন্ন ওয়েবিনার করে যাচ্ছেন যাকে আপনারা দেখলে অনেকেই চিনবেন এবং জানবেন। সো ফেমাস পারসন মিস্টার বন এরিক থান্ডাক। স্যার, হাউ আর ইউ ডুইং?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Thank you, my friend Hassan, CEO of HA the wonderful academy. So thank you for inviting me here.
Yeah. So everyone, not problem. And right now with our another person, the co-founder and chief advisor, Mr. Jalaluddin. Jalaluddin, are you available there? Are you audible right now? So
Yes.
I can
Yeah, I'm audible.
handle our yeah. So right now you can. So start yourself, Mr. Jalal. Floor yours.
Uh, so, good evening, everyone. I think the day is beautiful for all today because it's rainy day in Bangladesh. So we from HA Career Academy try to conduct a training session like talking in different language because we know that the learn with different language or the learn or many language can give us some advantage in if we go abroad or if we work in a multinational company because there are so many languages now have been practices in every company. You see Hindi, English, then see French, German, then obviously in Bangla. So today the webinar is all about like that, talking in different language. So today we speak, today we learn with international trainer, Mr. Von Eric, who is stay in Canada right now. And he is the manager of McDonald's in Canada and head manager in Philippines, McDonald's. So he is also a Toastmaster. So we hope that we get some interesting things today and learn many things from him, me also, because he is such a trainer, like a high category trainer. So much learnful things we can get from him. So if you have any questions or if you have any queries, please tell us or write in chat box or write in comments. Later on the training, we will take your question and passing into the trainer, Mr. Eric. Hope that the training will enjoyable for all of you. Though Mr. Eric is very busy man, he is going every day, in his office and doing training in Canada. So after that, he's give some time to us. It's a very good things for us and our learners. We are trying to conduct such a training session like that in future. So uh, I want to welcome Mr. Eric in the floor. and the floor is his, Mr. Eric.
Thank you, Sir Jalal, thank you very much. So let's start the training. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and ask
Okay,
you.
okay. 1 minute, please. So before starting our session, I'll talk something like that with our participant. আপনারা যারা পার্টিসিপেন্ট করবেন আমাদের এই সেশনে, তাদের জন্য স্পেশাল কিছু গিফট আমরা রেখেছি। সেজন্য আপনাকে যে জিনিসটা করতে হবে, এই লাইভটা আপনার বন্ধু, আপনার ফ্যামিলির সবার সাথে শেয়ার করতে হবে, এবং আমরা অবশ্যই আপনাদেরকে সার্টিফাইড করব, সার্টিফিকেট দিব। অবশ্যই আপনারা পুরো সেশনটা মনোযোগ সহকারে দেখবেন, এবং আমরা কিছু ক্রাইটেরিয়া রেখেছি খুবই সিম্পল। যারা ভিডিওটা পুরো সেশন দেখবেন এবং লাইভে মিনিমাম 5টা কমেন্ট করবেন, তাদের জন্য স্পেশাল আমরা কিছু গিফট রাখবো এবং রেখেছি। সো আমরা দেরি না করে আমাদের ওয়ান্ডারফুল সেশনটা শুরু করতে যাচ্ছি। সো ওয়েলকাম Ben Eric Tandak for today's session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear CEO of HA Career Academy and co-founder, Mr. Jalal. Yes, okay. My name is Bonarik Tandok, and I'm here to speak about communicating in different languages. But before that, allow me to share my screen. Okay. I hope this will be a wonderful session for everyone. There you go. Okay, what is communication, by the way? But before that,
Sir, right now we can't see your skin.
Can
So
you
please sharing again.
okay. Okay, I'll share my screen right now. There you go, share screen.
So
I hope.
no.
There you go.
Right now. Yeah, right now. Okay.
Are you good, my sir? Okay. I'm sharing my screen and looking forward for a great session, and hopefully everyone will learn from this one. Is it good to go? There you go.
Yeah, right now. You can go. You can maximize your slide right now. Okay, no
Hey,
problem.
thank you, sir. Thank you. Communicating in different languages. There are around 7,000 languages around the world. Imagine that. Now, learning in one language alone is a very, very difficult task. But I'm here in front of you, guiding you in giving a training, giving a basic tips on how to communicate in different languages. In Bangladesh alone, there are around more than 30 languages. In the Philippines, there are almost 170 languages and dialect. But don't worry. For every country, we have the national language. And I'm very sure in Bangladesh, we have the Bengal, which is your national language. So focus on that language, because that's your key to communicate to different people in your country. Before we move on, I want to ask this question. How many languages can you speak? In my case, I can speak 4 languages. And English, as you know, is not my native tongue. I learned the language when I was in elementary school in the Philippines, because it's our main tool in teaching the subjects. That's where I learned the language. It's actually my 3rd language. So definitely most of you can also understand and speak language. In this
Yes.
aspect of training, let's
Sir,
focus on English.
You can share your full screen or slide. Right now, just we can see your Canva. Okay, so you can share your slide. Okay, sir.
Okay, I can share my slide now.
Please.
There you got it. Did you have it?
No, right now, not.
Okay.
Okay, so everyone, আশা করছি সবাই থাকবেন পুরো সেশনে, এবং আশা করছি আপনারা কিছু টিপস এন্ড ট্রিক্স পাবেন আমাদের এই সেশন থেকে, এবং পুরো সেশনটা অবশ্যই আপনাকে মনোযোগ সহকারে দেখতে হবে। তো এখনো ফুল স্ক্রিন আসে নাই স্যার,
Do you have it? I'm sharing my screen now. Can you show
বাট
my?
we can't, no we can't, we
Okay.
can't see. Please try
Okay.
again, please.
I'll try again. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Jalal, you can handle the session. I'm the backstage right now. Okay.
সো আশা করব আজকে আমরা সেশন থেকে অনেক কিছু শিখবো। যদিও সেশনটা উনি পুরোপুরি ইংলিশে নেবেন, তারপর আমরা নোট আউট করে রাখবো, পয়েন্ট আউট করে রাখবো, সবকিছু জিস্ট পয়েন্টগুলা রাখার চেষ্টা করব যে কিভাবে মাল্টি ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে আসলে নিজেকে ট্রান্সফরমেশন করা যায়। সো আমরা আজকে সেশনটা থেকে
There you go.
সবাই শিখবো, সবাই জানবো। সো Mr. Eric,
So
still the
we
full
can,
session, full slide not coming.
There you go. Did you? How about that? Can you see? Can you see it? This slide.
we can see your Canva account, but we can see your full slide. Please.
Okay.
You can click the full slide, please, or click the presentation PPT on Canva.
Okay. Let me
Oh,
check. How about that?
so not right
Some
now.
technical errors, that's why the line is not connected. It's not fully screen.
Okay.
So, dear audience,
আমরা ওয়েট করছি, আমরা অবশ্যই সেশনের মধ্যে আসব, এবং নো প্রবলেম, কারণ কমিউনিকেশন এইটা এক ধরনের কমিউনিকেশন। আপনি when you communicate with technical errors or technical faults. Yeah, right now we can share and we can see your screen, but we can't see your presentation PPT. Okay, but
How
we
about
can
that?
share.
Can you see that one?
We can see your skin, share skin, but we can't see your slide PPT.
Can you see this one? No.
No.
we
Oh.
just see your skin, but we don't see your slides. Today's slides.
We don't.
I don't know what's wrong, but we did it right this morning.
Okay, no problem
that?
at all.
Yeah, technical problem in my.
So before checking,
Already screen share is open, and
Yeah.
we can see your screen, but we can't see your presentation PPT.
How
Okay.
about that?
This is only we can see your Canva account, your Canva interface.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try again.
So if facing some problem, so no problem, you can start with your without presentation, because we our active participant here, and most of the participant appreciation you guys. Okay.
Okay. How about that?
Right now it is okay. Alhamdulillah, it is okay. We can maximize your slide right now. Okay.
Yeah. Please
So
maximize my screen.
now it is visible.
There you go.
Yeah.
yeah,
now
you
it is
can.
visible. You
Okay.
carry.
Finally,
There you-
আমরা পারছি, এবং আমরা স্টার্ট করছি আমাদের ফর্মাল প্রেজেন্টেশন রাইট নাও। ওকে, মিস্টার তান্ড্রা, ওকে, গো।
Thank you, sir. We did it. I'm excited now to start the training. Very little time on this technical difficulty, but we're here. What is important is here. So, welcome to my presentation and communication in different languages. As I mentioned earlier, around the world there are 7,000 languages. In Bangladesh alone, there is almost 30 or more language. In the Philippines, 170 or more language. But we can still communicate in one language if we will focus to learn at least one language, and that is your national language. Around the world, focus on learning English. But before we start, our dear viewers, how many languages can you speak? I can speak 4. Most likely, our dear founder of the HA Academy speak more than 2 language. Moving on, why do we need to communicate? When there's no communication in the workplace, in the family, then there's misunderstanding. We will not going to understand each other. Communication is very important when you apply for that job. Let's say you will go to job interview, or you go to school, or working alone with different kind of people. If you can't communicate well, then there will be chaos. There will be no strong relationship among your coworkers. So in this slide, it says here, communication is not what you said. It is what your audience think you said. So when you communicate, your main objective is for your audience to understand what you're saying. So you are not just there, talk, and people don't actually understand what you're talking about. There's no sense. Because in communication, we are always saying that there are receiver and the sender. Right now, I'm the sender. And my job is to make it sure that you, receiver, will understand everything that I'm going to say. So remember, communication is not what you said. It is not the audience think of what you said. So make sure every word should be understood. You can be heard by your audience. Now, if you want to be a speaker, you have to start. You have to speak. And the only solution to stage fright is speaking. You have to start. So go to your friends, to your neighbors, to your coworker, and start talking. Same with true in public speaking. It deals with attention. Okay? So your attention as a speaker should be on your audience, and the audience attention should be on the speaker. So I'm assuming right now your attention is to me because my full attention right now is to all of you. Take into consideration that public speaking alone is not acting because you are talking to someone. Same with conversation, presentation, or any form of communication. You are not there to act, but you are there to send your message. Now let's move on to the second important aspect on communicating in different languages. You need to have organization. When I say organization, you should organize your thought. And I'm going to train you how to be an organized person when it comes to communicating. Imagine yourself when you go to public speaking. One aspect is make an outline of what you're going to tell them. You have to capture the audience. How to capture the audience? You have a very strong opening. So same with true, when you communicate to other people, you are there to capture the attention of that person you want to talk to. How? You develop the opening. How to develop the opening? Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Bonnie Rectando. How are you? Those are captivating. If you are quiet and stand alone in one side, do you think there will be a communication? I don't think there will be a communication if you will not start to talk. So I encourage everyone, you start communicating. Lead your audience. Let's say in public speaking again, how to lead your audience? Go to the message of your talk. In conversation, you lead your audience to a topic that you want to discuss. Let's say you want to discuss about family, about his favorite sports. That is leading your audience to that good conversation. And then eventually, good conversation and communication will follow. Now, if you think that you want to end your presentation, public speaking, or communication, then you have that conclusion. Okay. And in conclusion, you have to make it sure that you have a powerful conclusion so that the message you convey will be understood. Okay, so that is organization. So remember, the first one is C, which is you communicate and start talking. And the second one is organization. So you have to organize your thought, organize yourself, organize what you're going to say. Okay, moving on. No words. Why did we say no words? We have this so-called non-verbal communication. Okay, so it's not only the words that we are saying. Our body speaks too, right? So when you talk to one person, maybe avoid doing this one because you are putting a barrier. This one shows you are nervous. You're not confident. Same with this one. So you have to open your body. Okay? Body language is really important in communication. Another thing that you need to consider is your eye contact. Okay? Talk to the person with eye contact. And now if you're talking to many, let's say 50, 20, or 100, then your eye contact should not be only one focus on one person. So you have to have those eye contact. Don't look up, don't look down. Now, another important aspect of communicating nonverbal is your facial expression. Okay, so you have to smile. Okay, so when you're talking to someone, smile. Don't be sad. And in your face, it shows how confident you are. Moving on, you need to move with purpose. When I say move with purpose, this is imagine yourself, you are in the stage and doing a presentation. So you move with purpose, okay? Use your hand gestures very well, with purpose though. Moving on to the specific gestures, let's say a specific gesture is using your hands. Okay, let's say you want to point out, I have 3 tips. So this is the example. I have 3 tips. So that is specific gesture. Lastly, in our no word or non-verbal communication aspect is you have to own the stage. What I mean by own the stage is you should be there to be confident, with courage, to speak and convey your message. Now, if you will notice here, I put it here, 93%. What is 93% all about? 93% composed of your non-verbal communication. 38% is your voice, and the 55% is your non-verbal cue. What is that 35%? That is your eye contact, your facial expression, your hand gesture, how you move, that is 55%. And how you speak, is it loud? Is it fast? Is it low? That is the 38%. Therefore, only 7% is your word. So take into consideration your voice and your body language are two most important aspect in communicating. Whether you communicate it in English, Chinese, Spanish, French, or any other languages in the world. So remember, 93%. This is Mehrabian theory. It's introduced by Albert Mehrabian, a professor in communication and in psychology in California. It is said 93% is the non-verbal aspect in any communication. So I hope that's very clear to all of you. Moving on to our part, how to communicate properly and effectively. Filler words. What is filler words? Have you heard about filler words before? Are filler words bad? How can we avoid filler words? Filler words are words like yeah, so, you know, like, so those are filler words, and sometimes they are annoying if every sentence you have that filler words. So how can we avoid filler words? Through practice. Practice, practice, and practice. I'm going to train you again how to avoid that filler words. Okay. Filler words are very visible when you are speaking in English, and in English is not your first language. One reason we have filler words is because we are thinking of what we are going to say, right? Yeah, I feel you. I understand that. So let's say you're from Bangladesh and you're speaking in English. You can always say that filler words like the yeah, I like, because you are actually translating the words you want to say in English. So our filler words are bad. Well, my answer is it's okay once in a while, but not too much. Now, how can we avoid filler words? Use the power of pause. What is power of pause? You have to use that power of stopping every time you talk. That is the power of pause. In that way, you will eliminate the so-called filler words. Now, let's move on to the next key, how to properly and effectively communicate in any language, even in your own language. So we have number one, you have to communicate, you have to be organized, okay? No words and the filler words. Let's go to the number 5 key. And what is that all about? Your ideas. Okay. You develop your idea into speech. Okay. And I mentioned earlier, you have to start speaking. Ideas will be only ideas if you don't use them. Remember that. How to develop your idea into speech. Okay. There are 3 aspects in outlining your speech. You have the opening, you have the body, and the conclusion. Once you master these 3, then you can be an effective public speaker, communicator, and presenter. Believe me. Okay. So ideas are really important, but yes, you have to share those ideas. Ideas will be only ideas if you don't start taking them into action. Moving on to our next key, diversifying vocals. Okay. Remember when I said about our theory about 38%? Right? So that is about your voice. You have to diversify your vocals. Okay. How about your volume? Is it loud? How about your pitch? It is high or low? How do you speak? The rate. Is it too fast? Am I too fast? Am I too slow? And the quality. How's the quality of your voice? Are you natural? Are you confident? Or are you shy? Okay? So eliminate the third one, the shy. But again, the importance of rehearsal and practice is very, very imperative when you want to communicate effectively to other people in the world. So make sure your vocals, you diversify your vocals. Okay? Make sure you have a volume. The volume of your voice is really important. The pitch, you don't want that too high and you don't want that too low. The rate of your speed of your speech. Okay? Are you too fast? Don't be too fast. Because they will not going to understand you if you're really fast. Same is true when you're very slow in speaking, your audience might get bored. So you have to be in the middle. And the quality, always be confident. Always be natural. When I say natural, just be yourself. Right now, I'm just myself. I'm no better than all of you. We are the same. We are learning. We are in work and progress. So just be natural and at the same time be confident. Okay? Learn, practice, and through time, you're going to be successful in your aim to become a good communicator, particularly in English. Okay? So the quality is really important. Just be natural. Just be yourself. Okay? It's okay to be yourself. Others are taken. And the only person that will help you to be yourself is you alone. Okay? Moving on. We're now finished discussing diversifying vocals. Evaluations. This is really important as a speaker and communicator and presenter, or even in just a simple conversation with one person. Okay? So we should have an effective evaluation from your audience. They are the best person to give you an evaluation. Another thing is find a mentor or engage a coach. I'm a mentor and I'm a coach and I help and train people to become confident. And also, as a member of Toastmaster, I became confident. I got lots of mentor. I have coach who helped me. I will not be in front of you if not for these people who supported me in my journey of speaking. Okay? There's only one consideration about evaluation. If you really want to improve, take evaluations seriously and don't be a negative person. Take evaluations for your learning and don't take it personally. Okay, that is the number one aspect on getting evaluations. So as a speaker, as a conversationalist, as a communicator, we are being evaluated in three categories. Number one, how the speaker looks. Is he dressed well? Is he confident? Is he happy? Hopefully not sad. Right? How the speaker sounds. Can you be understood? I'm being understood. And lastly, how the speaker organizes material. So you have to prepare maybe your presentation, your slide. Let's say in a workplace, are you prepared? Let's say you have a presentation. Did you research your presentation? Did you read? Did you ask people to help you? So that's the importance of being evaluated. Evaluations will help us grow. Same as flower, right? Flower needs sunshine, fertilizer, water to grow. So be a flower and take that evaluation like your fertilizer, your sun, like your water, so that you will grow. Okay, let's move on to the next important aspect of how to communicate effectively. And that is, there you go, necessary practice. What is the importance of necessary practice? If you will notice here, I put it here, practice makes progress. And I cross out perfect. Aim for progress every day. Okay. That is the most important. 1% progress every day, that will be 365% in 1 year, right? Do you agree? So what are you going to do for your necessary practice? Number 1, preparing yourself. Number 2, practicing your speech for an effective presentation. And lastly, presenting your talk to your audience. That is very important. So always practice, practice and practice. Imagine the athlete, the world-class athlete, right? They prepare themselves before going to World Championship, before going to Olympics. They practice every day, even 8 hours every day. Muhammad Ali, the great boxer, always do practice. So all other famous person in any field, they practice a lot. They sacrifice a lot. So same way true when you want to learn English, then you practice, right? Read books in English, maybe watch movies in English, or have someone who will help you to practice your English or any other languages that you want to learn. Okay, so necessary practice. I hope you don't have any question about practice. One aspect of necessary practice is, of course, discipline. You have that discipline in yourself. You have that goal. And to be able to reach your goal, and I'm speaking in particular general goal, you should have that discipline to practice every day. Remember that. Next in our important key in effective communication, telling your story. Okay, this is really important. Use a storytelling to make a greater impact. And remember, you're not just there to be a speaker. You are a messenger because you are telling your own story. I mentioned my story earlier, a brief background how I learned the English. Right? So as you know, English is not my first language. I'm not a native speaker of this language, but we have to learn it because it's a universal language. And it takes a lot of practice, learning, discipline. I'm still learning. I will not say I'm perfect in speaking the language, but I'm making it sure that I'm making a progress. Okay? So don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress every day. So remember, okay? When you communicate, when you talk to one person or you talk to 100 person, you are not just a speaker. You are a messenger of your story. So don't forget to tell your story. Okay, very important. Now, Moving on. This is the most important when you want to speak in another language. Okay. First, learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. That is from Epictetus, a philosopher in an ancient time, and I do agree with that. Same with true, when I want to learn your national language in Bangladesh, I'm not going to speak it. I need to learn it before I'm going to say it. Okay? Don't use a word that you don't know the meaning. Don't use a word that you don't understand. You have to feel it. You have to experience it. Then you say it. I hope I'm very clear on that one. I'm going to share a story. One of my client. Okay. So he's promoting something in social media and he used a word that is not correctly to what he's saying because that's his first time to hear that word. So always remember, particularly in social media, in flyers, in our talk, it's really important to know the meaning of what you're going to say. Right? You agree? So very, very imperative. So same in English. Okay? There's a lot of words right there that you need to learn. But as I have said earlier, just be yourself. Admit your mistakes and learn from your mistakes. Okay? It's okay to commit an error. But what is not okay if you will not learn from that mistakes. So yeah, first, learn the meaning of what you're going to say and then speak. Very powerful statement if you really wanted to communicate effectively in another languages. But regardless of which language you speak in, you need to be this one. Confident. That's the only key. You have to be courageous. You have to be yourself. Okay? So to be able to communicate properly, effectively in a language that you wanna learn, first, don't forget the letter C. You communicate. You start talking. Okay? Don't forget the next one, letter O. You should be organized. Organize your thought. Organize what you're going to say. And the third one, which is one of the most important, your body language, your gestures, facial expression, your eye contact. Right? So no words is really important. Next one, filler words so that the people, let's say you go to United States or in Canada and you speak the language and you always say, do you think they will understand you because of your filler words? So eliminate that filler words. Speak slowly. Next one, the key, your ideas. We have all our ideas. So send that ideas. Share that ideas. Okay. Next is your vocals. You diversify your vocals. I have some exercise to help people to diversify their vocals. I'm still learning actually, but with those learning, I can share how to diversify your vocals. Going to the next important key to communicate effectively is your evaluations. You need evaluations from your mentor, your friend, your family members. Okay? Don't afraid to ask, how can I improve? What is your evaluation on me? Right? So improvement is really important if you really want to progress. And don't forget, necessary practice. Always practice. And how to practice in English? Watch movies in English if you want to learn the English very well. Read books in English. Okay. Practicing English is also think in English. Okay. So think in English. And yeah, so if every day religiously and dedicated you are, you will going to practice English. I suggest probably make a video every day, 1 minute, record yourself. You don't need to post this in your Facebook. Okay, practice maybe 1 to 2 minutes about particular aspect or topic. Record yourself speaking and then listen afterwards. If you do that every day, you will improve in speaking English. The last one, but important too, is telling your story. So tell your story. Okay? That's your story, and that makes you unique. That makes you authentic. That makes you original because that is your story. Okay? So confident. If you want to be an effective communicator in any other languages, regardless that is English, French, Chinese, Filipino, Tagalog, or Bengali, just be confident. That's on my talk. You can reach out to me in YouTube. I'm in YouTube at Boneric Tandok. I'm also in my Facebook page. I'm in LinkedIn and Instagram. And if you have any question regarding this topic, you can email me confidentlyspeakinginstitute@gmail.com. I hope I gave value and I imparted learning today. Just remember, be yourself, learn, and be confident, and you will succeed in your goal to communicate in different languages, particularly the English language.
Uh,
And
Thank you, Eric. It's a very great session, and most of the participants write in the chat box that very informative session, a very useful session, learning session, and so many amazing session like that. So participants are appreciating you, and they learn lots of things from the session, I think. I am also looking the session silently, and I also learned so many things about different language. Though I'm also speaking in 4 languages, I know 4 languages.
it's
So
awesome.
it's a very informative session for me also. So I'm just checking anyone have any question there, but still right now there is no question. I think regarding networking, no, it's still no question. Everybody are very positive and taking useful things, and I think they uh, noted down everything in their notebook or pad, because your slide is also very effective slide, and sometimes some keywords, some things that should be written in the pad. I am also written something. So very and many congratulations to you, and very thank you to you, because
Yeah.
learners are thinking everything is easy. First time I thought that the learners have some difficulties to take the session, because it's a very different session that focuses on languages. That we know that different session
We have a question
different
here.
session conducted in the webinar, like leadership, like sales, but nobody can conduct a session like that, talking in different language or different uh, communication in different language. So it's a very useful session and different session than others. So
Yeah.
on the
Sorry,
first
we
time
have
I
a
thought,
question here actually. It says here
yeah,
from Digital Marketer. If I do not understand other people, what is actually I will do this time?
yeah, is your question.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's normal if we don't understand other people. As I mentioned earlier, again, just be yourself. Ask question. Politely ask them and tell them that you did not understand them. Okay? And people should understand that you are also learning another languages. Actually, even in Bangladesh, if you are speaking the same language and you did not understand, what is your number one thing to do? Ask. Politely ask them to repeat it for you. That is only my answer because that's what I'm doing here. If I did not understand, I don't pretend that I understand them. So don't pretend that you understand. And if you don't understand, just ask them. Okay. And I saw one statement here. It says here when he speak to other people, he's really shy or she's really shy. Yeah, it's normal to be shy, but again, I'm here to help you, training you to become confident. Just be confident and be yourself. And it says here from Dorjoy Chowdhury. Would you like me to read this one, Sir Jalal? Is there any dedicated book for public speaking? If yes, please mention the name and author. Yes, there are many lots of public speaking books out there. Just go to Amazon. If you want, I also recommend my book. This is a public speaking book. Say It Loud, Say It Proud. Available in Amazon in ebook and printed version. So the author is Bon Eric Tandok. So that is one book. Another book is probably about public speaking is Dale Carnegie, Brian Tracy. So those are very good books. So thank you, Dorjoy, for asking that question. Yeah. So any more question, please type your question and we are here to answer your question.
Yeah, again another questions. Listening would help to fluent in English. Commentary,
Yes.
listening commentary would help to be fluent in English.
Yes. Just by listening alone, anything, any commentary or listening in podcasts, listening in I mentioned earlier watch English movies instead of your own language, your own show. I'm not saying don't patronize your own show, but through listening in English alone, commentary, it will help you. And if you do that every day, daily, it will help you. How can
Another question: how can I understand my body language when I speak with others?
There you go. So how can you understand your body language? Very great question here. When you speak with others, remember when you tell that word, your body language should equal to what you're saying. So let's say, example, when you say, I'm happy, but your face is sad, do you think people will understand you more? They will be confused. So let's say, I'm happy, so you're smiling. Okay, so when you're speaking, you're in conversation, or you're in presentation like this, I'm happy. But when you say, I'm happy, I'm happy, so that's where you understand your body language. So awareness, you should be aware of your body language and the word itself. So these should be equal. But regardless of what you're going to say, people will notice your body language. So just be aware. Awareness of yourself. That is number one to understand yourself. Oh, but
Uh,
wow. Content or delivery, which is very important to speak with
Important to
others.
speak with.
Wow, that's a great question, sir. Content or delivery? I will say for me, both. I will say balance. Both are important. Content or delivery are important. The way you deliver is really important, but your content is also important. Both are important. So I will say balance. Okay. Balance. Everything in the world is balance. I don't know if people will agree with me, but I believe on the theory and law of equilibrium or balance. So I will say to answer that very good question, I will go on balance. Okay. I'm happy with those questions. Keep asking. And again, you can always email me if you have a question. Confidently Speaking Institute at gmail.com, or reach out to my Facebook page. Yeah. Thank you, sir. No, thank you. Thank you to the two founders for inviting me here. And I encourage everyone support HE Academy. So yeah, thank you very much. Nice session, informative session. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much.
No, sir. It is our pleasure that we get you because you are too busy. Every day you have a tight schedule. You have to uh, give time to your office. You have to give time in training, everything. So after that, you give time to us and give us a training today and very effective training and different training. So we hope that in future we will get a session like that, and we will get you again like different session like today. So thank you, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your time today. We are
Thank you
very,
too.
very pleased and happy for the session, and also our participant and learners are very happy. They are also pleased because I already told you most of the participant write amazing, informative like that. So very, very effective session for today. So thank you very much, sir, for giving us time. Hopefully see you again in any next training.
Well, I'm willing to come back again. Please let me know if you need me more to impart training and session like this. We will plan, and hopefully I'll visit Bangladesh and speak in your academy. Looking forward for that. Maybe let's plan. Okay. So thank you. Thank you very much, sirs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Okay.